Judges chapter 1 verse 19, that you can open, which contradicts that. Book of Judges chapter 1 verse 19. Book of Judges chapter 1 verse 19. You got it, brother? You got it pretty fast.
I'm there.
Yes, 7 days. You're pretty right. I would like to hear you read that.
Oh, it says, and the Lord was with Judah, and he drave out the inhabitants of the mountains, but could not drive out the inhabitants of the valley because they had chariots of iron.
Right. There it is. So God couldn't do it. He drove out the inhabitants of the mountains, but the inhabitants of the valley, God couldn't, because they had chariots of iron, they had armored cars, tanks. So they God failed. How will you explain that? What is a parable? What blue parable is that? What is a parable about that? And God failed because they had chariots, this telling you, because they had chariots of iron, they had armored cars, tanks. They had tanks. You said he can do anything, but he can't if you've got armored cars and tanks on your side. The Somalis, they can't prevail against the Americans because the Americans have got helicopter gunships. And so you can say the Lord was with the Somalis, but the God failed. But if your book says the God failed because of the American having...
I don't read that as saying the Lord failed.
What does it say?
It says, and the Lord was with Judah.
Right, that means he was helping him. That means he was helping Judah.
The Lord was with Judah, and he drave out the inhabitants.
Right,
Judah.
right.
Drave out the inhabitants.
Who God did all that.
Judah.
Yeah. No. And he. All right. So he was with Judah with the help of God.
And the Lord was with Judah.
Right.
And he drave out the inhabitants of the mountains. But Judah, now understand something. See, with that again, that didn't say that the Lord failed.
The Lord was with.
The Lord was with Judah.
Right.
Now, if it was not God's will for Judah to drive out the chariots of iron.
What did the Lord do? Did he say, tell Judah said, look man, it is not my will that you drive out the inhabitants of the valley. Did he say that?
See,
no. If you Americans are with Israel, you're helping like your illegitimate son. Your illegitimate child of America, Israel, is your child, your ill-begotten son. Now you are risking. You see, at every turn, when the Muslims, the Arabs, when they go to war against Israel, it is America who is fighting us. Right. So he says, now you see that because of America, the Israelis have an upper hand upon us because of the Americans. Same thing now, you were with Israelis. But now if you fail, we say the Americans failed. The Americans failed the Jews. Because you are with them, they are like your own illegitimate son. But now once you fail, we say now the Americans failed. When Israel is defeated,